Hey traders, continuing with our updates. This is our trading results from our live trading room from the week of August the 29th. Thanks so much for tuning back in. Let's go through our results for the week of August 29th. It was a good week for us. We had a solid week, little bit less trade activity this week, but not that atypical from what we normally do. Our daily SSO trade had a little loss. Our zero DTE on the NDX. We started off on the NDX today. I don't remember why. We like to start off on the S&P, but we started off with the NASDAQ. It ended up being a good decision. 12,000 in with a $1,300 profit. Our weekly IWM credit strangle, well above average, well above what our goal was on this trade. We're shooting for close to almost 28% APR year to date on this trade. Really, really solid trade. When you can do a trade that you knock on wood, year to date, have not had a single losing position in, markets down, bear market down 20%, whatever it is today at this moment, and we're up almost 30%. It's pretty darn impressive. Our 2 DTE trades, they hit it out of the park as well. Generally, we're looking for about 1% a week ROI on these, or excuse me, 10% a week. So somewhere around $100 to $130, a little bit above average there. We did a bunch of scalping with the NDX today. We had some time. We opened up our scalping room and brought in about $1,200. And then our overnight $100 trade. I'm going to do a separate training video on this. It has really become one of our most popular trades. Dropping $100 in your pocket overnight while you sleep. That worked out just perfectly. We had our take profit in overnight and it hit for us. So net result on the day was about $3,000 of profit. Tuesday was a scalping day. It was a really good day. I used a bunch of contracts. I used 3, 4, 5 contracts at a time, and that helped push the profit up. Teeny bit of profit on the SSO trade. Our 0 DTE on the day was pretty much picture perfect. And we like to take on Tuesdays and Thursdays, peel off a little bit of our profit from our initial entry into our 0 DTE, put it into a butterfly. Our approach with butterfly trades is that we never ever want to lose a penny or put at risk a penny of our own money. So the only thing we ever put into butterflies are profits. So we peeled off $245 out of here, put it into the butterfly, happened to hit for a $55 profit, and we quickly pulled that. It could have probably been better, but we pulled it as soon as it got into profits. Our overnight $100 trade, as we like to call it, produced once again. $110 was our take profit that hit there overnight for us. $3,700 on the day. That was a really, really strong day. And of course, scalping was a big part of helping on that. Wednesday, we had our 0 DTE, which was okay. Our SSO trade brought in a little bit of money. Finally, getting back into a Dragonfly trade. Haven't had a Dragonfly trade for a while. $1,600 into that with a $140 profit. Love Dragonflies. Just absolutely love them. If you understand a Dragonfly, you'll probably never trade an Iron Condor ever again. We had another gold trade. Still using here this week of August the 29th. We're still using the gold futures contract. Here the last several weeks we have switched to just the ETF. I think it's a simpler trade. But nevertheless, it was a good trade, about a 6% return on the trade. Our 0 DTE on the NDX worked out okay. Kind of some sloppy fills there, but it still worked out okay for us. We had a 2 DTE Russell trade that worked out really well. And then this was right here. This has been our first, and knock on wood so far, only loss in our overnight $100 trade. So this is a trade that actually would have resulted in a profit had we held it into the day, but that's part of the whole process of rules-based trading, is not being a gambler, not being a discretionary trader. Still $1,700 on the day. You can't have too many qualms with that. Thursday was a pretty slow day. We, of course, did our SSO trade, had a little loss there. Our 0 DTE on the day was okay, about 5% profit on the day. And we initiated a new gold trade using the ETF, using the GLD. So about a $500 profit on Thursday. And then on Friday, we doubled up on our 0 DTEs. We like to start in the morning with the SPX, which is the better one to trade probably. Better spreads, better liquidity, easier to get in and out of. And then if we have time in the day, we'll try to see if we can find a setup in the higher premium NDX position. And that's exactly what we did here today. We obviously every day have our SSO trade. That was a profit on Friday. And then we did the SPX trade, booked a fairly quick profit on this. This was, if I recall, probably 2.5 hours into the day. So it was a fairly quick profit. That allowed us to throw some serious buying power. I haven't thrown that much buying power at a 0 DTE in a really, really long time. But what it allows us to do is take a lower than average, or what we would normally consider to be a lower than average acceptable capture rate, but still come out with some really good dollars in your pocket. So it was a beautiful day for us, $3,300 in your pocket. Overall, you can kind of see our results for the week because of that particular NDX 0 DTE. My max buying power deployed on the week was quite a bit higher than what it usually is. But again, my average was right in line with what our profits were. And again, as you guys probably know, one of my obviously the easiest, most straightforward metric to decide whether or not it was a good week or not is whether or not this number is a positive or a negative. But beyond that, what I look at is the efficiency of our trades and how much average buying power we have been deploying versus what the profit was on the week. And if these two can align, it's a rare occasion that it does, but it's really a powerful thing. And I think one of the questions that I get more often than anything is, that's great. That's wonderful that you made $12,000 this week. What were you trading with? $500,000, $200,000, $100,000 of principal. And so I think it is sometimes thought that you have to have a ton of capital, but you can see these little, there's a lot of trades that are $200, $300 trades, $300, $400 trades, but they add up. When you do 30 of them over a week's period of time, they add up. We don't really have any carryover trades to go over here. So that's kind of where we're at for the week. Ended up being an awesome week for us. Let's go through our performance updates and talk about where we're at now in all of our documented trades. So we're up to 109 days now of 0 DTE opportunities with 167 total trades taken. That's another aspect of 0 DTE. If you are in a program where you're following along, are they giving you one trade a day? I don't want to make a guarantee that we are going to always be able to do 2 trades a day, but you can see about 109 opportunities so far this year, and we've taken 167 trades. So we do get quite a bit of a decent chance of a double dip on our 0 DTEs. 162 of the 167 trades were winners, 5 were losers, no current rolled or open positions to speak of right now. On our 4 DTEs, we had success with both of those this week, and so we were up to 108 wins with 7 losses. Those are rolling along quite nicely. Our IWM credit strangle, surprise, 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 37 total trades, 37 winners, just keeps on rolling. We call that the millionaire maker trade right there. Our pairs trades have been phenomenal. it's not just that we have done 23 of these and all 23 have been winners. It's that, we did have one of the 23 that was about a 1% return. But other than that, they've been 2 to 10% returns in usually less than a month. And that has just been really, really a good addition to our trading room. We did have a bear market trade that we added, so 69 total trades. Of those, only 3 have been losers. We're still working the positive Vega trades. Next week, you'll see we have a new one added in there. And then on our Tuesday, Thursday 0 DTE days, where we do really try to get those butterflies in place, we've had 33 total trades, with 32 of them being winners. Scalping was a pretty darn good week this week, although Thursday, I didn't do any scalping. We didn't do any scalping on Thursday, but still really good positive week for our scalping results. Dragonflies, those are one of my favorite setups. Double diagonals are right in there as well. Double diagonals lately have been a little bit harder to find, but the dragonflies are just money. I love those. Our SSO bought a close trade. Again, we're building more data here, and then we'll give you sort of a quarterly update on how that's working for us. I need to, in my next couple of videos, I think we've got enough of the overnight $100 income trades that we should start listing here the P&Ls, or excuse me, the win-loss ratio on those as well here. But they've been working out quite well. We've only had, again, one loss. This week, we've had our first loss so far. Our gold ladder is working well. We're 3 trades in now, and I need to update that as well as the oil trade as we start to get more and more of these building and start to build a track record on those. So that's, all of our strategies, our primary strategies for for trading. For investing, which is a different ball of wax, we have the AST program, the Asymmetric Trading System, and that has been just really, really wonderful. Dual fold mandate with it. We want to try to beat the yearly returns of the S&P 500. We want to do it at less risk, and we measure risk via standard deviation, and you can kind of see that standard deviation difference there. It's not just that we're beating the market here, it's that we're doing it with about half or even better, 50 to 70% less volatility than the overall market. We do have free trials to check out either one of those programs if it's something that you're interested in. And a lot of people ask who is a good fit for that. Well, if you are an experienced trader, we don't do a lot of hand-holding in the trading room. And so you have to sort of understand options and option strategies. But if you are waking up every day thinking, where do I go to find a trade? If you're still looking for trades, it should be, Sunday evening, and you already have a pretty good idea on Thursday morning of that week what you're going to be focusing on. It can change through the week, obviously, but if you need a system or a business plan, we can help you with that. If you need a one-on-one mentor, somebody to bounce ideas off, trading is awesome. I love the fact that I can trade in my pajamas and never leave my house. It's kind of boring, though, too, and it's kind of solitary. And so if you want to have somebody to interact with, that can be a help. Higher level strategies. We are employing strategies that I think most people, even very experienced traders, I know we're using a couple strategies now that when I was on Wall Street, we didn't even use. And the more sophisticated a strategy is, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's a better strategy, but I think that everybody that has been trading for a while knows that there's power in diversifying the strategies that you understand and are trading. And then if if you need to move beyond 0 DT, everything comes and goes in popularity. 0 DTEs are so popular right now. They get the primary attention in our trading room, I'll be honest. And we do one every single solitary day that the market is open. But it's not the end all be all. And you should be focusing on other strategies to balance out your risk and your asset allocation. Also, if you are in a trading program right now, you're in a Discord room, you're in a trading program, you are following some guru or mentor or trader or system, there might be some things that we can give you that can maybe upgrade to what you're doing. Number one is a real free trial. I've seen 3 or 4 programs out there that have trial programs that you have to pay money for. Well, that's not really a try before you buy. That's a subscription. So we'll allow you to check us out for either 1 or 2 weeks, depending on which program you pick. No charge. We do everything in a documented fashion. All of our trades are in a real account, in real time, with real money. You watch them. You watch me do them live. You see the results. We timestamp those results. We archive those results so that you can go back and review them. And then, of course, those video sessions in Zoom are all recorded and edited for you guys to be able to watch anytime you want. So good, bad, or indifferent, no matter how our trades work out, I don't know that there is anywhere you can go, any trading system in the world that is more transparent with their results than what we do and how we lay that out. We have a free one-on-one strategy session with you guys. I am happy to sit down with you. Again, I've charged $300 to $500 to sit down with people and walk through what they're doing as a trader, finding their strengths and weaknesses, pointing them in maybe a different direction, creating some efficiencies in how they trade as a trader. That's just all part of our program, and it's free. Unlimited contact with me. You can chat with me or any of our other traders in our trading room all day long. No charge for that. Market commentary. So I think it's really important every morning to be able to wake up and say, okay, if I'm in Scott's program and I'm looking at Scott's trades and I'm trying to base my trades off of what he's doing, kind of be nice to be in his head and understand his thought process and his bias. So every morning I list out my market analyses, my market bias, the technical indicators that I'm using to get that information, and my support resistance levels, my pivot points, and where I am looking to place strikes. So that's all there every morning, and that's probably one of the most important channels that you can go to in the morning before we actually get started trading. If you're looking for different strategies, again, I don't know for sure, but I believe we're probably one of the most robust trading programs out there in that, yeah, we focus on zero DTEs and we do them every day, but we also have 22 different other strategies that we employ on a daily basis. You can see we're doing, 25 to 35 trades a week, and only 5 to 7 of those every week are zero DTEs. So we do really try to focus on getting you a good mix of trading opportunities that you can check out and learn from. If you want to learn how to trade dynamically, we only have of the 25 trades that we utilize here in this program. There's probably 3 or 4, maybe at most, that use stop losses, which is a static trade, binary. It either works or it doesn't. Most of our trades are dynamic in nature. If they get into trouble, we alter them. We adjust them. We don't just simply take the loss and have a stop loss that guarantees that for us. We actually work those trades. And a lot of people are in our trading rooms just to learn how to dynamically trade. Zero DTE setups with at least $1,000 of daily profit potential. Very important to understand that from a legal standpoint, no one can ever promise you anything with trading. It's just not how the markets work. It's not how life works. There are no guarantees. But there is the ability to look at credit trades, not necessarily debit trades, but credit trades, and define what the profit potential is. And so we have the ability to do that every day. And, today was a good example. I had the potential to make almost $2,500, ended up with $700 or $800 on the day. And I was a little bit disappointed with that because we do look for daily opportunities to make at least $1,000 a day. If you're trading for fun and you're trading because it's easier than taking a flight to Las Vegas, and this is just how you like to gamble, or any of the myriad of reasons why people trade, I guess that's fine. But if you are like us, there are a large portion of our trading room that are endeavoring to move to become full-time traders. There are a large part of us that are like, hey, I want or need this trading thing to be a substantial income contributor to my life. If you're here to actually make money instead of just play around, I think you're going to find that every single day we have an opportunity to make $1,000. Again, no guarantees. It may work, it may not, but the potential will be there. And that's really the key. And then last but not least, we do have a 200% guarantee, money back guarantee. If you get into our program, you subscribe for 1 month, and you don't feel like it's everything that I just laid out here for you, and that it's probably the best trading room you've ever seen, I'll give you 200% back on what your monthly subscription was. So anyway, it's something that I think you would like to check out if you fall into any of these categories. Our asymmetric trading system, that's really for investors, not traders. It's a passive portfolio. It's a set it and forget it. It's really about risk management. It's not only about beating the market, but it's about doing it at less risk. And we are almost going into 3 years of this now. You can only build a documented track record for as long as you've been doing it. And we've been doing this, I've been doing this system for probably 10 years, but only publicly for, like I say, just a little over 2.5 years. So the results, I think, speak for themselves. We absolutely killed it in 2021 when the market was a beautiful bull market and everybody was thrilled, and we beat the market then. The market is horrible this year, bear market, and we're outperforming it by percentage-wise even more this year than we were last year. So I think if you're more interested in investing, you'll love this approach. It takes 5 minutes a day to make the portfolio adjustments. So anyway, if you would like a free trial to at least come into our trading room, talk with our traders, ask them what their feelings are on the program, you can do it at no cost. I'll drop a link in the description box below for you guys. And as always, I appreciate you guys so much. Thanks for watching these videos. I'm going to try to be more consistent with them going forward. Hit the subscription button and the notification button, I mean, so that you can get notified when we put new videos out. And also leave a comment. I love it when you guys do leave comments, and I try to answer each one of those. So hope you guys had a great trading week this week. We'll see you guys soon. Take care.